are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Baker going to throw this right away. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom picks it, and the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Here's Mayfield. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. I'll tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him? They were on him in a hurry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keon Classic. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't say that because no one wants to hear about it, perhaps. In early case of anything you can do, I think you better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play fake. Mayfield. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now Hill to return it. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go play action here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all. Try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield going deep here for Watkins. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working its way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. He gets it complete to Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That gain on third down, good for 28. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Jackson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right on the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first. And that's caught inside the 35. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards, first down. They'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
He only gave them an instant to react. It's a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield under pressure. They got him again. Jerome Baker. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Following the interception, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Here we go. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll run here with Taylor, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point away and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Channing Tindall. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On second down, it's Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On play action, here's Tua. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And some room to work. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Play action, now it's Tua. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. From the gun, it's Taylor. Ooh, with a juke. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Again, it's Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Taylor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 52 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Mayfield to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. To his throw, taken in here by Jackson. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, Mayfield. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Pierce now up the middle. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So they'll end up using 5 yards on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They'll run here with Pierce. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Keon Crossen. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Devontae Wyatt make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, they're up, and it's a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He gets it complete to Jackson. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
In motion, Hill. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Get a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught by Jackson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made us first. This now from 46 yards away. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3 to call right now. Anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mayfield to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Devontae Wyatt, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really a stellar performance.
So for the Dolphins, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And